Hello. I am live in the backyard. The the roof behind me is the neighbor's carport, and you can hear dogs in the background. So I have some water out here, so hopefully I'll stay alive until I'm out of water. Yeah, there's a fire ban, so I'm sitting in front of a fire pit that has nothing in it, and there's stuff floating and flying around me. So I finished work for this tax season. Kind of exciting, just tried to do something with my computer, but it didn't work. Okay. Probably going to be by myself for quite a while because I'm still figuring out this computer, and it said it asked what time I wanted to go live. So instead of having it go a minute back in time, I went for the next 15-minute. No, I did not. I think I went for 11:45, but my time is not accurate on my computer because my wonderful help set it 2 hours ahead. So I don't know. I guess it will be for public viewing. Oh, somebody's walking behind me. Not sure if they can hear me or not. Well, I'm sure they can hear me, but I don't know if they know that I saw them walk by. And there's some little baby bugs flying around. So these fire bans are not too great for going out into the middle of nowhere because we have a lot of stuff to burn out there. We took down a shed and we've got to do something with the remnants of it. And yeah, there's a lot of wood for us to burn. So it will be very interesting to, we can't burn it. So last time we went out, it wasn't a fire ban, but there was a fire restriction. So we couldn't have an open fire, which is good because we have a makeshift fire pit. Out there we have a burn barrel. So, not sure how big it is, but there's a barrel that was cut in half, and so we've got 2 burn barrels. And yeah, we used one of them and had a fire pit grate on top of it so that we didn't let sparks go. And yeah, we have some friends who were affected by the evacuations. So Drayton Valley was hit pretty hard, and someone we know was displaced from Drayton Valley, but she has a place to stay in St. Albert. So that's good. I haven't heard anything about her house, so little bug. I did catch a little bit of the news today, and they said that everyone whose houses were affected by the fire have been notified. So I guess no news is good news. So yeah, and my friend Cole's Corner, she lives in Edmonton, and there was a fire in their neighbor's yard/house, and that affected her home in Edmonton. And they couldn't go out to Cole's Corner because there was an evacuation order for that area. So it was pretty bad. So yeah, they got out of their house with their pups, and that's pretty much it. So they had no, she said there was no purse, no wallet, and one of the family members had no shoes. So, when you're faced with flames, you go and you go in a hurry. Just make sure everybody's safe. So, last I heard from Cole's Corner, they were allowed back in the house in Edmonton, and I think their evacuation notice for Cole's Corner has been lifted. I'm not too sure about that. So I know their stuff is okay. So their church didn't burn down. Their community hall / home didn't burn down. So, and they have some friends who stay out at Cole's Corner, and very interesting. I neglected to ask how they were, so I don't know. I do hope that everybody's okay, and there is somebody on my Facebook who did a general post to his family, acquaintances, everybody. He said, whether you like me or hate me, if you've been displaced by the fires, I've got a spare room and 2 couches. So, it's not about haves and have-nots. It's about I can spare something, and I don't want people to be without. So, and there is a lot of Red Cross support for those who have been displaced, and yeah. Fortunately, though, most of the people that I know who may or may not have been displaced, they didn't have to rely on the Red Cross. So, yeah, it's kind of scary. The last time we went out to the middle of nowhere, we did have a small fire, and like I said, it was in the burn barrel, and we had the fire pit grate over top of it, and we used so much water to make sure it was put out that the half of the barrel was about a third full of water. So we know darn well there were no embers left. So, and we're going to head out again tomorrow. I'm staring at a mosquito, and it looks like, oh no, wait, that's not a mosquito. It was either a well-fed mosquito or a little fly. So, my grandson, my oldest grandson, just turned 6 yesterday. And I didn't get to see him on his birthday, but I got to sing happy birthday to him when I called to see if they were coming back to St. Albert last night, because they decided to take a mini holiday and go to Drumheller. And it was rainy here yesterday in St. Albert, but in Drumheller they had really hot sunny weather. So my grandsons are probably sunburnt. My daughter's probably sunburnt. My bonus son is probably sunburnt. But yeah, my daughter, with her genetics, she doesn't sunburn very easily, but when she does, she does. She burns a lot. I don't generally sit out in the sun because I'm a sunburner. I can walk across the parking lot to get to a bus stop and wind up sunburned. So, little tiny flies. They're fun. Okay, I'm kind of bored, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to sit out here and talk to myself. So, just thought I'd pop on, and I won't be able to do an actual stream tomorrow. Hey, I saw you on there. Huh. Sorry, little fluff caught my eye. Yeah, I just figured it's been a while, so I figured I'd hop on and say hi and see what's up, see if anybody wanted to chat, get some suggestions for chats. Yeah, it's kind of boring here, but we will be spending out the day out in the middle of nowhere tomorrow. And we will see how that goes. There's going to be 4 of us going. We've got 2 riding lawnmowers and somebody who had a little bit to do with the restoration of these riding lawnmowers decided that they should have a race. So I personally only think 1 riding lawnmower is going to be functional once we get out there. So anyway, I'm going to go in because there are a few more bugs than I was hoping to see out here. And yeah, peace and good fortune. Good night.